apparently it's illegal to be fat in Japan.
That's how we roll, man. Let's take that shot and let's do this.
Japan is
Frankie
probably
Muniz?
the most health-conscious country in the world. They have the highest life expectancy, the most centenarians per capita, and they eat so much fish. The vast majority of Japanese companies make their employees do mandatory exercise for half an hour every morning before they sit down to work.
That is beautiful, 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 beautiful. That should be mandatory at every job here too. Perhaps the Americans could actually learn something from this country.
And in a country where only 3% of the population are overweight, which is tiny compared to Australia at 60%, those few people who are obese tend to stick out like a sore thumb. It's becoming a major problem because so few it illegal to be fat.
So how does a sumo wrestler do this?
Japan's lawmakers passed a law called Metabo Law, which is short for metabolic syndrome. You may be watching this thinking, it's happened. Japan has finally lost it. But the Metabo Law isn't as extreme as it seems. You won't be locked up just for being
throw your ass on a treadmill.
So then, what is the punishment for eating too many?
You gotta do that little ninja obstacle course.
No.
Oh!
A bit more complicated than that. Under the Metabo Law, every Japanese citizen between the age of 40 to 75 mandatory check of their waistline every year. Legal maximum waist circumference for men is 35.4 inches, whereas for women it's only 31.5 inches. So this law is basically a massive slap in the face to guys who like curvy women. To put these insanely restrictive numbers into perspective, average male waist size in America is 40 inches. If during their annual checkup imposed the limit, they are required by law to attend regular counselling sessions. Because, you know, according to Japan, if you're fat, it must be because you're mentally unstable, of course. And on top of that, you have to regularly consult a dietitian. There are heavy fines for companies that don't follow the government's guidelines. Under Metabo Law, companies are required to monitor the waistlines and general health of all their employees and encourage regular exercise and a healthy lifestyle.
Now, actually, I think that's a good thing because our health is definitely something we all take for granted. I think even I take my health perhaps for granted.
They must pay heavy fines to the government until everyone in their business has shed their excess baggage. In fact, fines for companies can be as high as $19 million just because someone in the office is a greedy bugger. To avoid these fines, companies have resorted to handing out so-called Metabo towels to all their employees, which is a towel with a built-in tape measure, so employees can check their waistline when they step out of the shower each morning. Seriously guys, you didn't even have an obesity problem in the first place. Thanks for watching. Do you ever hear a noise? Not a bump in the night per se, but a hum.
That is something else. Wow. Yeah, I think we probably could benefit from that, especially me. Average waist is 40. Oh, I'm actually husky built, so I'm not fat because I don't have a gut or anything like that. I have a bigger chest just because I've worked out a lot and lift a lot of weights when I was in beast mode, but you know, in my older days now after out of the army, I kind of just, you know, I work out maybe like 2-3 days a week now versus before I'd work out like 2-3 hours a day. So, but yeah, no, I think this is definitely good. This guy is pretty interesting. It looks like he's got some interesting topics that he searches around the world and shares, so go ahead and subscribe to him if you like my reaction. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to us on DrunkFX or Honest Reactions. Also, I got a backup channel in the description below. So, I'm out.